So, Kingdom Hearts is pretty neat, huh? As a casual fan of the series, as a moderate fan of the series, I've followed Sora's adventures from their modest beginnings to their dramatic and bombastic recent outings. And in 2024, almost a full 22 years since the first entry, and a whole ass year since the Kingdom Hearts 4 reveal trailer dropped, I'm just as starved for Kingdom Hearts news as anybody. So today, I'm tackling those noblest of Kingdom Hearts analysis videos and talking about why Kingdom Hearts 3 was a disappointing and bad game.
Actually, it's one of my favorite games of all time. Might be my favorite Kingdom Hearts game overall.
Actually, we're doing a Kingdom Hearts Dream World list. And I mean like a dream world that like you dream of like visiting in the new game, not like a dream drop like sleeping world. Not like the world is dreaming, but like like a dream, like a world that you dream of going to. You know what I mean?
You're stupid!
Yeah, okay. The catch with this list is that the worlds I mention here are 100% definitely, for sure, not happening in Kingdom Hearts 4 for various reasons. For the worlds I mention here today, I tried to pick properties that have a combination of thematic relevance or parallels to Kingdom Hearts, as well as their potential fun factor in a gameplay/exploration sense. Some of these I feel more strongly about than others, a fact that will become very apparent during my breakdown of each world. Anyway, let's get into this project that took way too long for no real reason, honestly, starting with our first world.
We are defenders of the night. We are gargoyles.
Gargoyles is, in a word,
So awesome!
Disney's attempt at a full-on animated drama for television was an audacious idea, and one that actually ended up working. The show featured the most mature content seen on Disney's television to that point, and captured the imagination of gargoyleites. Is that what we're doing? We're doing gargoyleites? That's what we're calling them? Not like gargolians? Oh yeah, no, that sounds weird. No, that's fine, we'll do gargoyleites, that sounds good. Of gargoyleites, who still hold a deep appreciation for the show today. That obviously includes me, because that's why it's on this list. Gargoyles' themes of camaraderie, found family, and the complexities of good versus evil obviously pair well with those of Kingdom Hearts, but my interest in its inclusion is more specific to the dynamics of character interaction. Riku in particular is someone I think could get a lot of mileage out of this world, if for no other reason than have a more engaging interaction with gargoyles. If he does end up taking a prominent role as a playable character in Kingdom Hearts 4, like this teaser may have some believe, I think there are two characters that come to the forefront as really interesting foils for him to play off of. The first is David Xanatos, who spends much of the series as an antagonist who let his ambitions turn him towards the darkness, a path that Riku himself walked in Kingdom Hearts 1, before eventually seeing the error of his ways and becoming an ally to the gargoyles. That symmetry and characterization could make for some compelling interplay of two hearts that have both seen the depths of darkness and made it back to the light. Plus, Xanatos is voiced by Jonathan Frakes of Star Trek fame, and having him in Kingdom Hearts would be just about the coolest thing imaginable.
I gave in to the darkness once, and ever since, it's chased me around in one form or another. The Seeker of Darkness who stole my body. A puppet replica of the shadows in my heart. And now, I'm facing me.
Your dark side?
Gee, Riku, don't you have a Jiminy like I do?
No, not this time. Not this time. Wrong. It's false.
The other character is Demona, someone that has utterly lost herself and probably can't be redeemed. While Riku has confronted his inner darkness and achieved his personal redemption, Demona has completely abandoned this idea. She's fully committed herself to her ultimate goal of wiping out humanity and, through her actions throughout the series, has made clear that she's too far gone at this point and cannot be convinced to change her ways, even though many a character in the series, including her daughter, have tried. Riku could potentially see her as an "oh shit, that was almost me" and play off of that, maybe trying to convince her to give up her ways and rejoin her clan, but ultimately failing and then having to defend himself from probably her trying to rip his face off. Sora, meanwhile, would benefit more from his interactions with the main cast of the show. Goliath as a world ally and temporary party member is a must, but each of the Manhattan Clan have enough personality and charm to have fun with any or all of our 1.5 pint trio. A fully realized New York would be a great setting for a world, and could build on San Francisco's day and night cycle, this time changing your party members from Elisa and Xanatos in the daytime and the Manhattan Clan at night. Where the aforementioned San Francisco had you team up with Baymax for both instances, this would give more replayability and more intrigue into which time you would want to stop by the city. Although I must admit that the largest appeal of potentially visiting this world is to team up with the homie
Frogs.
Gargoyles isn't likely to join the KH canon, as Nomura seems more focused on adapting movies than original series, and this one hasn't had a lot of love since it finished up its run. Still, I hope that one day, or not in this instance, the Manhattan Clan will get to stretch their wings in the Kingdom Hearts series at some point in the future.
Not a chance.
The Kingdom Hearts 4 reveal trailer was an unexpected, earth-shattering event that's prompted much speculation from fans of the series across the world. And no single frame of that trailer has been more zoomed, enhanced, and analyzed than the quick shot of this foot here. Wait, what? No, not this. This. This frame has, in the minds of many, all but fully confirmed the addition of literal, actual Star Wars to the Kingdom Hearts series. As a longtime devotee of the Church of Max Rebo, I was just as enraptured as everyone when the prospect of a shared space with two of my all-time favorite media franchises became an actual, viable option. Now, most folks hearing this are probably thinking something along the lines of, well, yeah bro, Star Wars is radical, and you're saying it's basically confirmed, so like, how is this pick unlikely, homie? Maybe most isn't the right word. Probably very few of you actually think or sound like that, but I bet there's somebody, there's somebody out there that's thinking that. And to that I say, well, just fucking wait a second, dude. Get into it. Here's the gimmick. If Kingdom Hearts does venture into a galaxy far, far away, it should be in the context of the sequel trilogy. Now, I'm sure that there's a group of people that have already begun drafting their 10-page, SLA formatted thesis statements about what a Dryad, look that one up, I am for even suggesting this. Let me first say that I 100% recognize that the original trilogy, with its instant brand recognition and continued success over the years, makes the most sense as the Star Wars representative for Kingdom Hearts 4. Even so, my point is simply that the sequels deserve a look too, as some of the narrative parallels presented in those films make for some very interesting possibilities. Once again, it's Riku that's probably going to benefit the most from coming to this world. He and Kylo Ren both struggle with their identity and attempt to balance out the two aspects of their hearts, a theme that I'm clearly very interested in. The difference between Kylo and the previously mentioned Demona and Xanatos though, and the primary reason why I'm so interested in his interplay with Riku, is that he and Riku achieved their redemption partly through self-sacrifice in particular. Both of these characters sought to regain the good side of themselves that they had lost, and both had to put themselves on the line to do so. While Kingdom Hearts 4 would obviously have to take place prior to the end of The Rise of Skywalker, it would still be cool to see Riku discuss those concepts with Kylo, and potentially even put him on the path to, or at least affirm his intention to, return to the light side. Sora is, once again, sort of a runner-up here, but I actually think he gets more value out of this world than with the previously mentioned Gargoyles. He and the main cast of Resistance fighters have no shortage of opportunities to interact with each other in fun and interesting ways. Chief among these is Rey, a character that A, gets way too much hate, and B, is a character that I feel Sora shares many characteristics with. What are these characteristics, you ask?
I got you, homie!
Both come from a sandy place where nothing happens and have no special backgrounds but have a drive for adventure and end up saving the universe. Both are given a magical weapon that they have personal mastery over. Both are friends with dogmen that were seemingly killed and then revealed to be fine moments later for no reason. And both are accosted by an imposing antagonist that talks a big game and is initially threatening, but is ultimately unable to back it up in their subsequent appearances. Jokes aside, Rey and Sora would doubtless have some great chemistry and relatability with each other, as well as some visually stunning team-up attacks. She's easily my first draft pick for who to explore the galaxy with. Speaking of galaxy, I'm straight up pleading for a gummy ship dogfight section backed by Poe Dameron's Black X-Wing. It wouldn't even have to have any sort of meaningful story significance, it would just be really, really goddamn cool. Again, I know the sequels won't be the avenue Square Enix chooses to go down for KH4, but I'll continue to champion their inclusion as long as BB-8 keeps on rolling, baby. After two pretty in-depth world picks, let's go with something a little bit lighter for this third one. The third world I'd like to see added to Kingdom Hearts 4 is a new minigame world, and actually doesn't really have to be a new world at all, but rather an extension of one that already exists. My idea is to extend and build upon Disneytown by including the myriad cartoons featured on Disney television, specifically those from the Disney Afternoon.
Cool!
Thanks, I like it too. For those unaware, the Disney Afternoon was a block of TV programming from 1990 to 1997 that featured some of Disney's most iconic and endearing shows. The 2-hour segment was highlighted by classics like the original DuckTales series, Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, Tailspin, Our Friends the Gargoyles, Goof Troop, Darkwing Duck, and my personal favorite, Bonkers. Real quick. Any other Bonkers lovers out there? Like, I don't even know why. It's not that good, but it's always stuck with me. Maybe it's because I really like the crossover of tunes in real life, a la Roger Rabbit? Who can say, really? It's just one of those weird childhood things that holds up space in your brain. Legitimately, let me know in the comments if you hold the same appreciation for this show that I do. Anyway, any or all of the properties mentioned would be a welcome addition to Kingdom Hearts, but I'm actually interested in a shared space between them. In the way that Timeless River allowed for travel between various parts of that area in KH2, a modern-day version of Disneytown could include a diverse network of districts, or separate zones, such as Duckburg, Spoonerville, Net, and even perhaps a tuned-up version of Los Angeles. Characters like Donald's nephews and Scrooge McDuck have already appeared in the Kingdom Hearts series, but I'd love to see them reintroduced to their home environment. Additionally, it's way past time that Goofy get an opportunity to interact with his son Max, and it probably couldn't hurt Pete to check in on his family every once in a while too. And those are all before the multitude of new faces that could be introduced in new minigame sections. Bonkers and Darkwing could be featured in a training segment beating up Toon baddies, Max and PJ could assist with flow motion abilities via their totally rad X-Game skills, and the headquarters of the Rescue Rangers crew could act as the new Gummy Ship upgrade hub. These are just first thought suggestions, and the fine folks at Square Enix can surely come up with many more, but that's kind of the point. There really are so many different ways to incorporate these programs into Kingdom Hearts 4. Again, this world won't do much to progress the game's plot, but minigame sections have always been an important part of the KH games, so we may as well continue that lineage and make it even more vibrant and lively than ever. It's time, Square Enix. It's time to bring him home. My final pick for a world to be added to Kingdom Hearts 4 is a weird one for a few reasons. For this world to be added, it would break the established rule of basing worlds on Disney properties, as well as being the first world not built from a film at all. This would in fact be the first Kingdom Hearts world based entirely off of a video game property. The video game in question is a first-party PlayStation title, featuring a dog, that boasts some of the best and most memorable music in video game history. The series has been around for a while, but this was my first time dipping my toe in its engrossing world. I'm talking, of course, about Final Fantasy XVI. Why, what did you think I meant? Legitimately, I'd never played a mainline Final Fantasy game prior to 16's release. I had dabbled at games like Final Fantasy Tactics Advance growing up, but this was an entirely new outing for me. I tempered my expectations, not really sure what to expect, but this game absolutely blew me away with its engaging story, memorable characters, gorgeous landscapes, and stunning music. Like, okay, watch the clip that I'm about to splice in here, and remember that I captured this on my very first playthrough, having no idea what I was about to see. Watch this. Like, bro, what did we just see there? Like, this dog jumps up here and uses this lady's face as a turnstile. 10 out of 10 game. For all these reasons and more, my ultimate dream is to see FF16's world of Valisthea transition into Kingdom Hearts 4. FF16 carries some of the most jaw-dropping visuals of any game I've ever played. Each biome you travel to is ripe with character and life, whether they be shifting sands, lush forests, murky bogs, little villages, or wild plains. Every shot is a showcase of what next-gen hardware can do, and I would love to put our boy Sora right in the middle of it all. Don't get me wrong, Kingdom Hearts games always look great, but this would be a next-level step up. The combat of 16 has a pretty similar feel to KH, at least in my estimation. It's not as focused on aerial abilities, but I felt that playing Kingdom Hearts as much as I have was a pretty easy transition into this combat system. If combined, there's an opportunity to have some of the best of both series represented in each encounter. Some grounded, nuanced skirmishes that also feature dynamic, electrifying visual flourishes. Final Fantasy XVI also stars some of the most likable and memorable characters I've encountered in a long time. Our main man, Clive Redfield, is a great protagonist flanked by a cast of personalities that each have so much life and charm. The absolute best of the bunch is Cid, who's brought to life by the owner of the definitely coolest sounding gravelly voice in the world, Ralph Ineson.
This way. Bloody wind. Well, come on then.
I was immediately drawn to his witty personality and impossibly cool aesthetic, and he remained my favorite character in the game. I'd be overjoyed to see him involved in Kingdom Hearts 4, not as the main party member, which of course would be held down by Clive, but as some sort of support character to pal around with. The game's main antagonist is a crazed, mage-like entity bent on world destruction in order to remake the world in his image. Sound familiar? This main plot thread wouldn't even necessarily have to be tackled in Kingdom Hearts 4. It could be more subdued, with Sora and the guys possibly popping by to assist Clive in fighting off baddies and defending the innocent from a combination of soldiers, monsters, and maybe even Heartless. We are once again presented with an opportunity to showcase a character that is battling darkness within themselves, and Sora and Riku in a perfect place to assist them with it. Like Riku in Chain of Memories, Clive spends much of the game combating the darkness within him, and it's only by embracing it and fully understanding himself that he finds his true strength. Either Sora or Riku would be suited to helping him along this path, and it'd be such a cool and potentially emotional scene to have them reflect on their own experiences to help Clive through his own test of will. As with every other game on this list, FF16 won't be in Kingdom Hearts 4, this time because of the departure from the traditional selection criteria, and its M rating probably doesn't help either. But man, even so, what an incredible combination it would be. Final Hearts? Kingdom Fantasy? I don't know, but it'd be sick.
No, this isn't a battle you can win with words. Believe me, I've tried.
So that's it. That's every world that I want in Kingdom Hearts 4 that has absolutely no chance of making it in. Thank you tremendously if you've made it this far. I've never made a video that's like scripted like this before, so I really appreciate you sticking around for it. This channel is going to be very much a hodgepodge of random bits of information that I decide to upload, like scripted videos like this, or maybe videos related more to sports and entertainment, or even clips of me and my idiot friends playing video games together.
Put the drone out so can we...
Oh shit! Right in front of us, Nick. Right in front of us.
Well,
somebody dropped in. Thank you.
So yeah, you know, dumb stuff like that. If you want, you can hit me up on Twitter right here. You can also feel free to go and check out my Substack, where I'm currently reviewing all the Disney sequels, and will also be uploading other stuff as it appears in my brain. So yeah, I appreciate all you. Thanks for watching. How do you end a video?